Hi, my name is Jose Salcedo, and I'll be creating an Ikenobo arrangement in the shoka style using one material. A shoka arrangement has three main stems, a shin, a soi, and a tai. So I'm going to start by inserting my shin stem. I'm using monk's hood as the material. I'm also creating the arrangement facing me. And so here's my shin, and each main stem can have helpers. So I'm going to add a front helper and a back helper to my shin. And so what I'm trying to do is line up all the stems so they all emerge from a single point when viewed from the front. And then a front helper. So this is the shin, back helper, front helper. And now I'm going to add the soi. The soi flows back. So it goes sort of through the back and my left. And the soi represents the sunny side of the arrangement. That means all the sunny sides of the stems should be facing the shoka. And in this case, I'm going to add one front helper to the shoka. Now, when using one material, what we're trying to depict is, or what we're trying to emphasize, is the beauty of the natural form of the material. So in this case, it's the monk's hood. And now I'm going to add my tai group. And the tai represents the future. So you're looking for a smaller flower that flows forward. And if the soi goes to the left, the tai will flow to the right. What I'm trying to do is clean the stems so that when you look from the front, all you see is a single stem and everything emerges from that stem. Finally, I'm going to add one more helper to the tai. That's going to add a little fullness at the base. And here is a one material shoka arrangement. Now I'm going to make another shoka arrangement, this time using two materials. The rules are the same whether I'm using one, two, or three materials for a shoka arrangement. I'm going to start by inserting the shin. And I'm using this millet as my main stem. So inserting it in the center. And I'm going to have a back helper, but what I would like to do is use some of these leaves. and then use the actual millet as the sheen back helper. Again, I'm trying to line up the stems so from the front it all emerges from a single point. For the soy, which represents the sunny side, it also represents the past. So we typically use leaves or stems that are older. I would like to just use some leaves. So I'm going to trim away all of the older leaves. This will need to go. And so this single leaf will be my soy. I will add a front helper to the soy. And a back helper, another leaf. And actually, I think this leaf is a little long, so I'm going to tear it in such a way that it looks like it might be eaten by a bug. So the second material I'm going to use is celosia, or cocktail. And so I'm going to have a tall filler. I'm going to add one low to give some fullness to the base of the arrangement. And then I'm going to add my tie. Finally, I'm going to add a single leaf at the very front. So when you look at the arrangement from the front, you see a leaf, and then underneath the leaf is the single stem, and everything emerges from that stem. And here is a two-material shoka arrangement. I'll be making what we call Futakabu Ike, a shoka arrangement. That means we'll have two groups. Each group will have its own sheen, soy, and tai. There'll be a main group and a subgroup, so let me start working on the main group. I'm going to use pussy willow that I got from my yard. So here we go. And so I'm looking to get that same shape that we see in all shoka arrangements. So this will be my sheen. And for these two clump arrangements, the main group emphasizes the soy. And the subgroup emphasizes the Thai. So this will be the soy on the main group. I'm then going to add some helpers and fillers. Okay. And I'm trying to still keep everything in line so that from the front, everything still emerges from the single point. And I went out to my garden this morning and I noticed that some of our roses were still blooming. So I'm going to use these yellow roses called cha-ching as the Thai area for the main group. Okay, so this is the main group. So now let me work on the subgroup. So for the subgroup, I'm using the iris pods from my pond. These are the seed pods. And to me, it's the image of autumn here in my yard. And so that's my sheen. We're going to emphasize the Thai in this subgroup, and so the soy will be minimized. It won't swing out too far. And then create the Thai. Here is the subgroup of the two group arrangement. And in this case, we actually have land material and water material. And so to emphasize that one side is land and one side is waters, we add a stone in front of the land side. So this is my Futukabu Ike arrangement using 3 materials. Thank you.